I've always wanted to coach in college. Like I've always wanted to do that. I think it's one of the coolest things. Like I'm looking I'm looking at our our WhatsApp like pitching group right now with all of our players who are putting in like we have like little gratitude Wednesdays in the morning, and guys are putting in like Bible verses, and then like based off what they like about it, and just that intimacy piece of of the college game, and like the 18 to 23, 24 year old, whatever we got now with some of these older guys, but just how malleable these guys are, and how much you like mold their brains, and you think you're a pitching coach, but you're a life coach, you're a therapist, and I think that part of it, and that closeness, that bond you build, is something I was always fond of. And I just love these relationships. I mean, this is one of the coolest things I feel like I've ever done. Yeah, yeah, I'd just say that, and obviously Coach Beauregard, our head coach, and me have been so close for years. Like I was a very competitive, very passionate player, a guy who wanted to throw 200 pitches a game and never wanted the ball out of my hand. And I think he loved that about me. And obviously, his Coach Bo gets so much praise for who he is as a human, who he is as a Christian, things like that. And I just think coaching with him is like one of the most like humbling and like maturing things that I've ever done. Where you see a guy who has 3 kids, a wife, has won a conference championship here, got drafted out of Eckerd, has a bunch of records here, is just ultimately respected and goes about things the right way in this conference. So it was a no-brainer for this to be like a place that I wanted to settle at. There were some behind the scenes things that like needed to happen for this, but it's been years in the making for me to be at Eckerd, and to be to be a big part of this group here.
It's essentially like home, right? Like obviously you're growing up in Mass, but like that's the kind of the part that people also don't talk about as much either. It's like what's your home after your home, right? When you move out of your parents' house, what do you want that home to look like? And obviously you're 3 years there playing, right? Those were special years to you. So like you said, it's a long process in the making, but then it was like, all right, all the pieces aligned and that's where you ended up. So now that's home and until who knows, right? Because there's always opportunity elsewhere, but at the present moment, that's the best opportunity for you.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And you even kicked around the conversation of D1 versus D2. Like I look at this conference, and obviously up the road we have we have a challenge every time you look up there. Um, with some of the schools we got, we played St. Leo last night, and you got Tampa there, and you got Florida Southern, who has I think as many natties as any Division One, two, or three team in the country. But you have all this competition around you, and you look at it and you're like, this is a real gauntlet. Like this is a real gauntlet of a group. So there's such a big challenge here, and if you're a competitor, you just look for that challenge. So I think that's a huge part of it. I mean, the part you mentioned about it being home, like I mean, you can look and see some of the palm trees in the back, like living on the beach, and having a condo here as a 29-year-old. It's like not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, it does beat being in the cold at this point of year. It does beat being somewhere where you're unfamiliar, to be honest. Like I went to school here, I graduated from here. I spent a lot of time around here, even with like the shuffling of other jobs and trying to grow in this world a little bit and grow in this community. But yeah, this does feel like my home. I think St. Petersburg is like it's the best place. It's just the best. It's a special place. So it's been really cool being here for me.